Hello friends, I am film critic Murtaza Ali Khan and today I am bringing to you the review of the highly anticipated second season of The Boys, which is the Amazon Prime series. And after a long wait, the second season is finally upon us. Before I go to the second season, let me quickly give you a summary of the first season. So for the uninitiated, The Boys is actually a flip on the idea of the superheroes. That what if these superheroes whom we hail as the saviors, what if they turn out to be the villains in real life, though they keep maintaining a facade of these good people who want to save the world, when in reality they are much evil and far dangerous, cruel people. So this idea is what The Boys is based upon, and The Boys is actually a group of vigilantes who take it upon themselves to clean out these soups one by one. Of course they don't have any superpowers like these superheroes or the so-called soups have. So what does it take to do it? This group of boys is led by this guy called Billy the Butcher. The role is beautifully played by Karl Urban, who is uber cool, probably one of the coolest characters on television that you will come across. The way I see it, he's cooler than Thor. He's cooler than Jason Momoa. Very interesting portrayal. Every time he's on the screen, he makes us laugh. He makes us feel a lot of fun through his dialogue delivery and through his screen presence. So the first season ended in a very cliffhanger sort of a way, and we saw how Karl Urban's character Billy the Butcher came in face to face with Homelander, and it turned out to be a completely unexpected ending. I don't want to give away any spoilers, but we all remember how it ended. If you haven't seen the first season, then probably you can watch the first season and get yourself a hang of it before you start with the second season. So it was a very dramatic way to end the series, completely cliffhanger, and we hadn't expected something of that sort happening. So now the second season picks up exactly at the same place, and the boys are on the run. Everybody is after them. The soups are after them because now we have these super terrorists. And at a time when we could have done away with these superheroes, we suddenly have these super villains or so-called super terrorists. But what do we do now? Like, with what the company who is responsible for these soups suddenly has this great moral high ground that we have these soups and we are the only people in the world who can control these super terrorists. So with this in contention, the boys are again outlawed, and they are on the run. And Billy obviously isn't there to begin with, and slowly the mystery around it takes to take a bigger shape in the coming episodes. So the slowness is quite evident in the first 1.5 episodes, and it takes time to set up. But by the time we are passed through the second and we are into the third episode, the story is really fast. And I'm not saying that the first or the second episode don't have those dramatic turns that the show is really famous for. Those dramatic turns are very much there, but going forward into the third and the fourth episodes and so onwards, when the turns actually begin to unleash, that is when the boys is the second season of Boys is at its very best. And there are some thrilling new additions for the second season. There is this amazing character of Stormfront, very unique mystery based character, and we are not really aware of who she is, what her true capabilities, what her true powers are. But we'll have to wait somewhere in the middle of the season to truly see for what she is. And she has a very interesting dynamics with the different members of the Seven. Now we know that Deep has already been out of the Seven and Translucent dead. So Stormfront is that new member, and she shares some interesting dynamics with Homelander. She shares a very interesting equation to begin with Starlight. And of course Maeve is always a little disillusioned from all these, but there's a very interesting arc that Maeve also has this season onwards. We remember how that story with that lover was explored in the first season, and the second season has a beautiful build up on that. And the different dynamics, how they change with Homelander have to deal with the situation. Now the great reveal at the end of the first season, and how he is as an individual. Now we know that he also has certain vulnerabilities. He's not as untouchable as we thought he was. Probably there is an emotional void that his character explores, and it does so in the second season, which I think is what makes the second season more complex and more bigger in terms of scope, and bigger in terms of scale. Of course, the other characters are also very interesting. Hue has a very interesting angle. Still, the Starlight equation has some mysteries to it, and they will get explored this season. At the same time, we also have the Frenchy angle to it. Mother's Milk is also always there lurking, and Kimiko, the new addition, the fantastic new addition to the boys, she's there. So there's a lot of excitement happening here, and with a lot of high stakes this time around. The beautiful part about this season is that this time you also have a new religion. So religion is always very interesting. We get to see these different power figures, how they use religion to their advantage. The politics is also there. Beautiful portrayal of how people are desperate just to get their stuff done. They don't really care about human life, whether the politicians, whether these religious people, whether the corporation, like what, the human life is really not important for them. What important is the shares, what important is to stay in power. So I think the second season of Boys explores that really well. This is like a real world. We also get to see the dark side of social media, how some of the superstars are using social media, and how reality is made or reality is broken, how perceptions change so quickly with the power of social media. Public opinions are made and public opinions are broken. It's so dark, and this season explores certain dark alleys. Probably the first season didn't, though. The first season was also quite dark in so many ways, in the way sex was portrayed or in the manner those killings happened. But this season is probably darker, and some very dark spaces does it actually explore. And the characters obviously are the most important part of any good television series, or in this case a web series. And I can tell you that with the boys, the characters is what it is all about. Of course, the scenarios are interesting, everything is interesting, the politics is interesting, but the characters ultimately score. And again, Billy the Butcher is right up there. It has become one of my favorite characters on television, or so to say, the web space. Amazing character, always amazes me. And Starlight is a very interesting character. Homelander, oh my god, how menacing and how diabolical that character has been. But sometimes watching during the second season, I realized that maybe there are people, or there are powers at play which are far diabolical than even someone like Homelander, who has no remorse whatsoever. But there are people at play, there are corporations, there are politicians, there are so many stakeholders here who probably are even more menacing. The ideas that that govern this second season are far more menacing than probably what we think of Homelander. So overall, it's a very dark season, very powerhouse season, and again it ends on a very interesting cliffhanger. For me, the most interesting aspect of the second season was this character, this mysterious character which can explode a human's heads, or probably even a soup's head. So that is really the most exciting part of the series, that you have these powerful characters now, and they all are going at each other. And Black Noir obviously has been an enigmatic character, and I can tell you that second season explores that character also to a great extent, and I really found it very beautifully done. Though still, if you are a comic book fan, Black Noir has many different dimensions to it, and probably you may be a little disappointed. But let's not forget that the character of Black Noir, even in comic book, came to be explored much later in in the comic books also. So let's not get a little too disappointed right now. I'm sure the upcoming seasons will give us more interesting characters, and all those characters which have been explored will be explored in much greater depth in the coming seasons. If you enjoyed the first season of The Boys, then I can guarantee you that you will love the second season even more. As far as rating is concerned, I will give it 4.5 out of 5. I didn't review the first season, but I would have given it 4. But this time around, I'm giving it half a star extra because of the complexities and because of the different dynamics that emerge. And that's the beauty of the long form. You can always explore it. You can always bring in new characters. You can add different twists and turns, like in this